we maybe move train station? We're spending so much money in this. It's ridiculous. I wish that you could just move buildings after you build them, but nope, not the case. Not the case. All right, so that doesn't look so bad compared to the other one, of course. And I think we need a little cul-de-sac here. So let's, I mean, nothing fancy, just this, so that it ends at something. And let's continue this avenue over here. Medium density. This could potentially be all like lower density residential too. So maybe we can have a bit of a mix between. Maybe we can extend this like this. Just to break the edges of the map a little bit. Let's do it here as well. Add some breathing room to this part of the city. So basically all these streets die by the train tracks. Same over there. That gives it a little bit of you know what, this too could actually be connected. Out through place buildings. Oh, I have a short tree row there. It's going away. It's going bye-bye. Sorry, short tree row. I liked you at some point, but not anymore. Let's get that curve going over there. Connect this like that. All right. It's looking good. So we have quite a city going on. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm actually quite happy with the results so far. We pretty much filled most of the map, which is usually not one of my goals, but we did it. It's happening. We're losing money. We're losing money. Okay. I'm not freaking out. Just losing money. Let's just maybe generate more money somehow. We have demand for many things, so maybe this could be commercial. And this could be residential. I'm gonna clear that. So this could also be industrial. Maybe like that. There is some traffic. There is some traffic. Not so much here, but definitely here. And we could potentially have some more commercial over there. And some residential kind of like on the back of the industrial areas. Let's just break the grid here a little bit, if you guys don't mind. We can do something like this. I'm not a huge fan of these intersections. So what I'm going to do is create a nice smooth curve. If I can. It's kind of tricky when you don't have that much definition. And it just snaps to whatever point they like. But that... Actually, no, that is terrible. That is terrible. I don't like it. Let's fix that. So that should be a straight line. There we go. That's not too bad, actually. But maybe we can improve it a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's try to get a nice curve going. Like so, and just connect it like that. All right, that's definitely much better. And in fact, now that we're at it, let's just continue the road over here. Oh, this doesn't match? Really? Are you kidding me? I think I want to leave it like that. Oh no, this bothers me a lot, so no. I'm sure I can't even imagine the number of people who are just yelling at the screen. No, that was fine. Why did you change it? It was okay to do that. Yeah, that's just how I play this game, man. Or ma'am. That's just how I play this game. All right, I forgot about that old trick that we used to do a lot when we used to play with SAT. The little thingy that you just like drag the curve and it just kind of like snaps into place when you overdo it. It's pretty fun. All right, so yeah, we have some development going here. I like it. I like it. This could use a street like this. So we have a bit of a grid and some angles, which are pretty good. So let's just speed things up a little bit, just so that we have some movement here. And let's see how this progresses. We're gonna hit nighttime pretty soon. Let me show you from above. I was just taking a sip of water, by the way. Let me show you from above how all this is looking. We have some paths going in here. I do like this path now quite a bit. Do people even use it? I think nobody uses it. And also we have some weird clipping thing here, but it's fine. That's just how the game works. I did notice that they I don't know, they released some upgrades that, I don't know, I feel like the game is way more responsive and just more fluid in general. And I'm even recording this at 60 frames per second, which makes it... hopefully you can see this on YouTube, but yeah. I don't know, I feel like they optimized it a little bit. Let's take a look from street view levels. This is kind of one of our main avenues going into the city, where we have some high rises. The middle of the park at night. It's kind of an insecure place. I wouldn't be walking so much at night in this dark park, even though the mayor's just trying to save money on lights. So yeah, at night is kind of not great. We have some tennis courts right here. There's a nice little corner. Here we have some 4-lane avenue starting. Let's just follow it for a tiny bit. This is the only thing that you can do at night in this game. This is one of the main reasons why I kind of stopped playing it. I mean, of course, you know, the obvious is the fact that the maps are so tiny. But even with the mods that allow you to build outside, which I don't know if you can still zone outside of the box. I know you can plop, but I don't know so much about zoning. They might have fixed that. I don't know. But nighttime, it just kills me. It's especially for video. Like, there's nothing. This is so unappealing to me. I can't do anything at night. It's just so dark and a few lights. It's not pretty at all. And for YouTube, it's even worse because, yeah. In the meantime, let's take a look at how things are doing. So we have quite a bit of a oil production here. Let's take a look at the oil map. I mean, there's so much that we can be pulling from the land. This whole area that's sown here could potentially accommodate for more oil wells, which is what I'm trying to say. But I guess it's fine for now, at least for the purposes of this final episode of Design Centric SimCity. And by the way, while we wait for daytime to come back, in case you haven't noticed, I'm playing City Skylines right now at the moment, and I tend to play by the same rules as I usually used to play, you know, SimCity 2013. So you should check that one out. And if you're not a huge fan of City Skylines and you prefer more the SimCity franchise, if you're a SimCity fanatic of some sort, there's I'm also hoping to continue some of the SimCity 4 episodes. So yeah, fun times. All right, daytime. Let's bring the velocity down. Are these abandoned houses? Oh, we have 5 abandoned houses. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. Let's see, where's the other one? Couldn't find shops or parks. Are you kidding me? They're like literally a block away from you. All right, so we have more riders going in here, and we have riders going in there. So that's good. We have a ton of demand for residential at the moment. So you know what? Maybe this should be all residential, to be honest. Let's get rid of those factories. And I don't want to zone against this roundabout, so let's clear that. Boom and boom. There we go. Fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. So, you know what? Maybe we should get some houses in here as well. And we could potentially be zoning here as well, but I mean, we still need to grow demand. So what I'm going to do is extend the industrial area up to here, and then have this street just kind of wind down to the end of the map, and we're going to have a bit of a fancy neighborhood going just around here. Even though it's going to be kind of crazy because you have to drive. You're going to have to drive through the industrial area, but that kind of happens in real life. I know many cities where to get to the fancy parts, you have to, you know, drive through parts that are not so fancy. So it happens. It happens. It's not unheard of. And it wouldn't kill to actually have some dead end streets as well here. You know what? I have a better idea. Let's just make a nice sort of loop. A low density loop. I feel like my pop filter is not really working. Loop. Yeah, it's kind of working. Not so much. Okay, so let's continue this over here. Connect this like that. 2x2 should be fine. 2x2. Grab a curve. There we go. So that we don't repeat the same pattern as we have here, just for the sake of not repeating patterns. Let's take a look. Let's go to the basic parks. Yeah, I remember that we have some of these like ugly parks that don't really raise land value. Should have been plopping those more often, because otherwise people are just going to be miserable. So this is a good spot for this one, and this is a great spot for this one. And I could potentially add. Let's see, where can we add some of these cooler parks without raising the land value? What about this tiny park? If I do this, it will demolish all that, but I honestly don't mind. This will actually look nice next to the train station because we have a bit of a parking lot here, so that's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think I just pulled a Larry David right there. I've been watching Larry David a lot lately, so you might get some references to Curb Your Enthusiasm. Great show, if you like that type of humor. Or Seinfeld. If you like Seinfeld, you also like that show. All right, so I'm gonna try a design that I did on City Skylines. Let's see if we can get that to work. It's kind of a turtle shelf design. So we have a bit of a park there. Actually, I think this was the other way around. So that we can get... wow, it's raining, right? Is it raining? I mean, in the game, not in my house. I love the sound of rain. Alright, so we have the Ninja Turtles roundabout. We could potentially replicate the same design over there. It's cool because it kind of matches it kind of completes the loop of these avenues. I don't know if you noticed, but we have one big ring around the around town, so that's something to look at. The cool thing is that we can actually plop stuff in here, so that's awesome. And I can potentially extend this over here, maybe. Not enough room. I can do that, and maybe get. That should be fine. Let's grab some trees and see if we can plant some more trees around here. This roundabout looks kind of lonely. This definitely needs trees because the ground is so polluted. It's really not even funny. Let's put down some more trees all around. They take forever to grow. I think it's because of the speed at which we are playing the game. You know what? I'm going to use this fancy path here. There we go. And the same over here. That's a proper park. It's a proper park right there. This is not, since it's not perfectly centered, it's going to look a little bit off. So I'm just going to go ahead and not do that. All right. Things are looking good. Let's do this park. In fact, this park is going to be even fancy because I'm going to try to connect this road a little bit here. So you know what? Let's do the following. Let's do sort of the same design so that we complete the total shelf. Like so. And let's do this and do that. Actually, I think I need a bit of an arch there. Probably a little bit more. That's a bit too much. There we go. It's kind of... let's do that. We can do better. We can do better. Let's do better. This is... Oh, that looks okay. All right, I'm sticking with that. So this is what I was thinking. Maybe we can grab this right here. Actually connected to there. You know what? Let's do this right, because so the problem is if we want to do this, we should do like that. So now this is not centered. I don't think any of this is centered. I don't know why I'm bothering so much with this. It's all going to be offset by a little bit. So the solution to those types of problems, by the way, in general, when you encounter a symmetry that just doesn't look right, is to basically not do it. You know, just don't do asymmetry. I'm sorry, don't do symmetry. Do asymmetry. Make it super organic and random. Like this right here. And then no one's bothered by that. So I'm going to stick with this design, and I guess I'm just going to create a small diagonal path. Always meant to rotate to the different side of the other side of the thing. Actually, if houses are going to be growing here, I want... Is there... Hang on, let's do straight line. I want a straight path over here so that we can connect to here. All right, so we have a pedestrian crossing, a level pedestrian crossing, which hopefully will assist in letting our people basically not have to go over a bridge to go to their friend's house or school or whatever it is they want to go to. So I'm going to zone residential here. And this actually looks fan-freaking-tastic. If you ask me, of course. You should ask me, at least for this. Let's see if we can put some parks in the middle, just to mimic the what we did on the other side. Let's expand it a little bit further in, like so. Maybe put down a pond. No room for a pond. That's fine. This should be enough. This should be enough. Actually, you know what? We can just fill it with basic stuff, like a barbecue pavilion. Because who doesn't want to do a barbecue in the middle of a roundabout? Pfft, please. I love how every single one of these blobs is just the sound of grills. Now, the problem with this is that it basically got rid of all the trees that I planted, which is unfortunate. But still... Even with those limitations, I think I'm gonna keep all the things that I have over here. Let's just plop down some more of these trees all around this area. Just make really dense jungle all around this neighborhoods. Man, it really got rid of all my trees. And that's another big thing for me about this game, is the fact that you can't plop individual trees. I mean, to be honest, I haven't checked the mod list, so maybe someone already made a mod that helped with this, but if there is one, I don't know about it. Regardless, this is a nice roundabout right here, and people seem to like it, so that's pretty good. Can totally go across the street here. There's plenty of pedestrian crossings. And I think it's good. It's pretty good. In fact, you know what? Let's just create a path coming out of here, because nothing it seems to be really growing here, even though that's gonna get rid of everything. Oh, that's unfortunate, but that's fine. Maybe you can just have it connect this way. Should probably start on this side. It's gonna get rid of the house. I don't want it to get rid of that house. Hang on, let's try that again. Keep hitting my mic. Sorry about that. Oh, this is interesting. I feel like I'm gonna destroy a ton of houses for no good reason. Was this zoned? Hang on. I think this whole thing was zoned. Yeah, let's just zone this back in. But I do like it. I do like it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with this. Just end the thing here, and hopefully maybe we can have another path just connecting straight to here. So that's a bit more integrated with. I mean, I really want to. Try to hang on. Let's try to fix this, make it nicer. So let's do that. That's interesting. Even though I had to bulldoze a few houses here and there, that's fine, I guess. Let's try to get some houses growing in here if possible. A few more over here, and while we're at it, we can just zone against the roundabout because why not? And now this whole path is gonna come straight here. What's here? Oh, there's a park here. Let's get rid of this park. Goodbye, park. We're now gonna miss you. Actually, I will miss it. And let's just simply connect back to this other path and potentially this thing. All right, so now that we have, this is actually really interesting. I'm loving this. I'm really, really liking this. Okay, so maybe we can get some parks here to, like, for them not to lose their land value so much. Even though we kind of destroy the population, but it's fine. I mean, it's a pretty roundabout. Who wouldn't like this pretty roundabout near their house? And we have some tall buildings growing. I just wish that I could add more trees to it. That's the only caveat. Sorry, from this. But you know what? We're gonna plop down some trees. Oh, we can add some trees. Fortunately, you can do like 1 or 2 at a time, which is not great. And then when you pick a different style of tree, you can just plop a few more. Not a lot though, but it's better than nothing. It's definitely better than nothing. Let's grab the last type of tree. And it's almost as if, yeah, look, you basically can plop it every so meters or something, or units or miles or whatever you want to call this. But look at this skyline. I'm in love with this skyline. This skyline looks great. Looks really, really good. So So far, so good. I think we're getting closer, closer and closer to wrap this one up. I just want to get this industrial area going here. So let's go ahead and do that. In fact, you know what? We should upgrade this road. So this is going to be our main road. Medium density. There we go. Actually, I have a better idea. Let's use Avenue here. Because it's kind of a parkway, you know? It's kind of a parkway. I should print teachers. Teachers. I should print teachers. I can't even say things anymore. It's the heat, man. It's so warm in here. It's not even funny. Let's just get this avenue going like this. Connected in a nice curved fashion. I wish that you could just go straight like this, but you can't. They won't let you. Because they're mean. People who created this game are mean. They don't let you do anything fun to your roads. That's actually not true. Do not mind me. Do not mind me. Ever, for that matter. Let's just, maybe, can we, oh, this is interesting. Maybe we can get something like this going. You know what? Maybe I have an idea. Okay, this is gonna be great. I want to get the guides to be here, and then this other guide to. Let's do this and do this and do this. Okay, so I'm gonna kill this. 2 by 2. See if I can pull this off. Let's do that. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, and now 1, 2, 1, 2. Boom. All right, so we have this thing here, this curved shape thing, and now we can just simply go like this and have it match our avenue. And of course, we can have some streets going in here. I should probably get rid of that. Go to the street tool. Get some nice streets going in here, just to get a bit more. Actually, this is not strictly necessary. That should be fine as it is. Maybe this street right here. Actually, you know what? No, I'm just gonna keep it like that. And I'm gonna zone this whole thing, and I'm gonna zone all this. Zone this little bit right here. Zone this part. Not this so much. I want to zone that. And this is our industrial area. That's it. This is as much as it will go. It's not gonna spread any more than this. Unless maybe just zone a little bit here by the ocean, so that, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that just so that I can get some things in here, at least a factory or two by the water pumping station. Actually, no, I want the opposite of that, don't I? I think I want the opposite of that. What's the water pollution level? It's clean. Okay, yeah, I should probably. Yeah, this is a bad idea. That should be fine for now. All right, so in this part of town, I want fancy looking buildings. So it might not hurt to increase this part to high density. Do we have enough room for high density? A little bit. So this is all going to be high density. All the way up to there. We're going to put some formal plazas, which will mark the beginning of this part of town. Let me dezone this tiny bit here. I wish that I could put them right next to each other, across the street from each other, but I don't think I can. All right, maybe we can have some of these little things. Let's go. Actually, you know what I wanted is maybe longer plazas like this. I wish I could plop them near there. But I can extend them. Let's try something like that. Something like this. Does this look okay? This doesn't look great. No, I don't like this. I do like that it ends at a plaza. So let's do that, but not a huge fan of how it looks. What about expanding? Something like this. That's actually not too bad. All right, I'm keeping that. And let's zone some more high density here. And it wouldn't hurt to, you know, this is going to go away. And it's going to become a street that goes all the way to the back and all the way to the beach. Because this is where cars will turn eventually. And now we can put down some parks somewhere. Maybe we can put down some of these plazas across the street from each other. So that way we raise the land value over here. We have a fancy neighborhood. And yeah, they're closer to the factories, but it's not that big of a deal. I think I'm okay with that. Let's speed things up a bit. We're going to let the simulation run for a whole night to see what we end up having. Let's take a look at the demand. Now, demand for high density wealth is actually going down. So, you know what we need? We need some commercial here. So, let's do that. High wealth commercial. And let's do the same over here. There we go. So, we have some fancy shops by the plaza. It's raining again. I don't see the rain, though. Where's the rain? Show me the rain. Look at the coast. Isn't this pretty? Pretty coast. I love how this house has 4 chimneys and they're all working at full blast in the middle of a jungly part. So we're gonna end up with a cool kind of skyline like this over in this part of town. I do love the warmth of the orangey colors at night from the industrial area. There we go. Now we have the sun. I'm sorry, the moon. Where's the moon? Let's look at the moon. There's no moon. Where's the moon? Oh, there's the moon. It's hard to find. This is a nice postcard. Where did it go? Oh, now it's up above. I'm driving everyone crazy by the way I'm moving the camera. I know. I'm doing it on purpose. Actually, I'm not. But look at the haze. This is not the codec that I'm using to render this video. This is actually the haze from the game. I'm sure it's coming out even more crazy. But oh, I haven't looked at the crime. I hear shootings in the back, but they're doing pretty good. We should probably upgrade this to have one more set of cars. Maybe well, jail. I'm not gonna do that because people are not gonna like it. So just gonna keep it like that. Look at our new cool parks and our central park and another and the newest park of all right on this corner. This neighborhood actually looks quite nice at night. It's not as crazy, but it's pretty crazy in terms of noise levels. That's what I meant. How's this train station? Wow, it's actually used quite a bit. I wonder if people commute between stations. Not sure about that, but let's take a look at garbage. Garbage is 100% good. Sewage, 100% good. Water, perfect. Power, absolutely perfect. Fire, not too bad. Health, I think we can improve. Do we have... Oh, we don't have... We should probably put a clinic on the other side of town. Right by the pollution area. That could be a fun spot to put a clinic. You know what? Let's just put it here. and do a few upgrades to it. Maybe put down an ambuli. So an extension wing and an ambulance. Hopefully that can take care of 6 sims on this corner. Let's take a look at education. Actually, I was going to take a look at police. Police is doing okay. I don't think this is going to be an issue. Education. Let's take a look at how much people are educated or not. Oh, we can have community college now. You know what? Let's just put down a public library right next to the... I think this is going to raise land value, which is not great. Did it really rate? Yeah. God damn it. Okay, I'm just going to leave that because the library building is actually pretty nice. I really like this angle of the city. Slow things down. These trains are like so insanely futuristic. They look like they don't belong at all. That's crazy. It's a crazy train. All right. This is our newest neighborhood, which is looking pretty good. And overall, the city, I don't know what you guys think, but I'm quite happy with the results. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let the simulation run for a few more days just to get the density to go up a little bit. I'm gonna cut the recording here and show you, what a few more days can do to this community here. So I'll be right back. And welcome back to Anaconda Bay. Just a few days later, actually, I think it's been a couple of years later, because I let it run for a while. I had to go run some errands, so it's been running for a couple hours off camera. And as you can see, we made quite a bit of money. But before I started recording, I had to make some changes. Let me go through them real quick. I put down a school right here because the grade school that we have on the other side of town, it's kind of full. So now we have 2 schools to balance the load of students across the city, and that was one of the reasons why this part of town didn't upgrade, even though they're sitting on a high density avenue. Another thing that I did is I added some trees on this avenue, some bushes as well, just to beautify this part a little bit further. And of course, right here, I just want to see, does this look okay? This is where industrial and high wealth starts. I think this kind of jungle in between is a good enough buffer, even though from up here the view is probably not the prettiest. I mean, you can see this whole industrial thing. Yeah, but at the same time, you can also take a look at the ocean and the beach right here, the bay, which is it's quite nice, quite a nice view. So let's see what else. I didn't do a whole lot of things. Oh, yes, I plopped this police station right here because crime was the only thing that was really wrong. And of course, as soon as I started doing that, a bunch of new houses started popping up, and we required more sewage treatment. So I added an extra, as well as garbage. I added an extra incinerator and a bunch of garages for new trucks. One thing that we're yet to do is upgrade our city hall, even though I don't know if we have enough room. Whee! Fireworks! City hall! So pretty. I don't know if we have enough room for upgrades, to be honest with you. I usually put the finance thing back here, but I mean, we can give it a shot. Why not? Let's get rid of this street right here. See if we can fit it. It might not fit because of the roundabout, so... Oh, it does fit. All right, so we have finance. Nice. Cool. So let's get the 4-lane one-way. Let's go about this here. Oh, no. Existing intersection. Is that noise coming from the game? Oh, I just heard like a massive helicopter. I think it's the convoy from the president. Obama was in town today in Los Angeles, and it was quite insane. Yeah, it's definitely coming from outside. I think it's Marine One and the clone of Marine One, which is quite a sight, if you ask me. And a crazy helicopter like following them as well. So yeah, that's definitely what they usually take. I live by the ocean, so they usually fly by the ocean from LAX. I live closer to the airport, so in case you don't know Los Angeles, this won't matter. But it's interesting to see that in at least for me, because I like planes. I don't know if I like presidents, but I do like planes and helicopters. So yeah. In any case, now that we have the street right here, that actually, you know what? It actually looks kind of cool because it sort of completes this curve right here. So that's a positive change from this. What else? Okay, so I think everything is pretty much under control. We're making a profit. City is growing still. I think I did also off camera a little bit of a rezoning. We used to have some like tall buildings here sitting on the avenue, but we have a shortage of workers, so we might as well redo this that way. There we go. So we can get some growth happening in here. In fact, maybe this street should be a medium density, because there we go. Some of these houses are ready for upgrades. Not enough room to increase density. They will have enough room soon enough. None of these houses will do. Won't really have enough room for them to grow because of obvious rail tracks that are right behind their backyard. So I think this is a good. This turned out pretty good, and it was definitely a lot of fun. I haven't been playing this game in a while, and I know City Skylines, creates more unique scenarios, and it's more detail, and cities are huge, and you can just be playing for hours and hours and hours. Whereas here, you can pretty much run out of room quite fast. I'm not a huge fan of having to, fill all the gaps and just build right until the edge, up to the edge of the map. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I do like how the city turned out. I wish that I could hide the UI on the dotted line. I think if I do this, I can. So here you can get a nice skyline view. Let me actually, before I close this series finale, let me do a little tour on Street View. We're starting to get some. Oh, there we go. Just right on time. We're starting to get some high density development. Is what I was gonna say. We have some shops here that I think they need workers, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, right now you're only complaining about density. That's pretty cool. We have some props here that fill the gaps. We have this nice little park. Let me zoom in and let's just drive throughout this area of town. Let's start with the industrial part, because this looks quite nice. I do like this type of buildings. I think, actually, I do like SimCity 2013's industrial buildings way more than City Skylines. I feel like City Skylines is like way too bright and colorful, whereas this is like more like brick and industrial and like brownish. I think that's more industrial than just a rainbow of colors, which I mean that makes sense because of the containers. Containers are pretty colorful in general, but I think it could be toned down a little bit. But in any case, this is one of our main roundabouts. We have again, I thought that helicopter was from the from outside and not from the game. But let's take a quick drive onto this main avenue that goes into downtown. This is one of our major connections, because I mean, you come in here and you just go straight into downtown. This is the not the fastest way, but probably the most direct way, or the shortest way, because I think the scenic route is probably more faster than taking the street because of all the traffic. In any case, yes, let's keep going through here. This ended up being in a weird position, but again, usually cities evolve and gentrification happens, so eventually I think this is going to become somewhat of a residential cool cultural center or something like that. I don't know, museum. In the oil wells, well, I mean, in Los Angeles, there's oil wells in between buildings, so I'm not. This is actually pretty realistic, to be honest. And let's continue driving through this town. I mean, driving. I'm just basically dragging and panning around. We have some nice shops. This whole area by the park is actually gorgeous. I do like that there's this tiny cluster of tall buildings here. I wish this one would eventually turn. It's quite a ways away from being high density, but eventually when it's going to grow, we're going to have this like tiny cluster facing the this part of town. In fact, you know what? Let's do this because I think this is going to cost some instant upgrade. Let's go high density here, high density, high density. Density. I think we have a little gap here that's also high density. There we go. And I think this is already not enough room. I think you do have enough room. I mean, now that that this road is high density, I'm sure it will grow. And yeah, it's kind of a central park type situation thing. That's kind of what I was aiming for, anyways. Where we have we have high density buildings on both sides, and we have a big green area in between. Let me show you this part. This is the first area of town that we developed. Oh, by the way, I also added some jails here. They don't look great, but actually they do look pretty nice next to this brick building. So I don't know, kind of like it. We have our mayor's house here by this pedestrian road, which is pretty nice. We have this lonely tiny house here that for some reason is just sitting there. Is this whole thing zoned? Yeah, it is zoned. Cool. Was just checking. And we have our high-class neighborhood with their fancy plazas and their mini mansions, their mini Mac mansions. This city has a lot of fun things to do. What's wrong with you? Is there a problem with Line Valley here? It's right on the edge. I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's just wait. What is this stretch of road here doing? Oh my god, we need to fix this. Boom. There we go. That was odd. I might have downgraded that road at some point. I'm not sure really what happened there. Let's continue over here. So we have this major park right here at the entrance with some crazy tall buildings as well. And our little path, let's take a look at the path. I saw people using it a moment before. So let's take a look. Some people using, I mean, this is mostly, yeah, there we go. Now we have some pedestrian traffic going through this path. And I also saw people in here as well, like using this pedestrian type road things. I wonder if police and fire actually use these lanes as well. So I'm not sure about that. We have this little corner here. This is, oh, there's a rubble. Well, this is the only rubble thing. Oh, there's a ton of homeless people as well. Looking for a place to sleep. Came from Wavy Park. SS. Good luck with that, sir. Good luck with that. Have some fancy, not so fancy development here, but I love this type of buildings. It's all like brick style buildings. They're kind of really, really pretty, especially these streets right here. I'm sure you can notice that there's a lot of solar panels. I'm guessing that's because education has gone up dramatically since I plopped the other high school on the other side of town. And I love this little streets right here. These are gorgeous, really, really nice. And oh yeah, we have City Hall. Let me walk you through City Hall. Let's just take this road instead. It's kind of hard moving the camera around. So this is our City Hall with a wavy park in the front. Let me just position the camera at an angle. That's much better. And we have the skyline in the back with a fancy glow around the edges, which is kind of overdone, I think. But now we have all the upgrades, at least all the upgrades for now. Eventually, if we keep growing the city and increasing the density of things, we could potentially... I'm going to speed things up so this building grows. We could potentially get more citizens and more upgrades for City Hall. I'm sure you know that, but just in case I'm repeating myself. Let's see. Let's take a look at this fast lane roundabout thing. I love how this palm trees look in the middle of it, and I do like how this kind of merges. I think there's a bit of a bump here that could be fixed, but I don't want to demolish absolutely everything if I can avoid it. So, all right, we're gonna have a tall, low wealth low wealth building. There we go. This is pretty nice. It's for rent. No one lives here so far, but this is kind of what I want to accomplish, like cluster of tall buildings here. Let me pan around this part of the town, because we have some fancy buildings on the side and some not so fancy buildings on the other side. And at the very end, we have our water pumping station as well as our school right next to it, with a bunch of upgrades in case you didn't notice. But I think that's it. That's our city. That's Anaconda Bay. And this is the end of season 3. Wow, it's been 3 seasons, and I can't even remember how many episodes, but probably over 50 episodes, I would say. I think that's a safe bet, especially because the last season had a ton of cities that we were working on at the same time throughout the region. In this region, we really don't have anything. This is just the one city, and that was sort of the goal for this series as well. So I think we accomplished it. Let me show you the layout one more time if I can. Just bit by bit. Let me just pan around a little bit so you can take a look at it while I say my final words on this series. So it was fun. I'm really sorry for the hiatus in between and the gap between the episodes. It's been quite embarrassing being it over a year. But it's here, it's done, and now we can move on, because not that we'll move on from SimCity, because I think eventually we're going to play again. Not for the foreseeable future. Don't ask me on Twitter like 20,000 times, hey, when are you going to do SimCity 2013? I'll announce it properly, but I highly doubt it's going to happen soon. That's all I'm gonna say for now. I think there's a lot of playability in this game still, so hopefully we can squeeze it a little bit more, and I should have probably downloaded a few more mods, to be honest. I should probably explore that, and maybe we can build another city right next door, who knows. But for the time being, I think this is it for now. So I really want to thank you guys for watching and sticking around this. I guess this will be the 7th episode. So and I hope you had fun, and I hope you learned a thing or two. Many of the tricks and tips that I do on these episodes can also be applied to other games. So it's not, even though it's just SimCity 2013, you can use some of those influence. What am I saying? You can use some of those tips and aesthetic, decisions on other games as well. Specifically, City Skylines. I guess it's the hip thing. It's what the cool kids are playing these days. In any case, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And of course, please do follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/StrictToaster. That's where I post usually updates on the channel, changes in schedule, screenshots and things like that. So please do follow me there. And of course, sometimes I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/StrictToaster. All those links are in the description, as well as the list of mods that I've been using on this map, which are on my website, stricttoaster.com. But like I said, everything is in the description, so don't need to write it down or anything. But that's it. We're done here. Thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you on the next one.